Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's Tuesday, April 11th, which means I'm kind of late for this, but it's time for this week's kind of bi-weekly Pokemon news update video thingy here on the channel. Normally I try to get these uploaded on Mondays, and yesterday I had some things to take care of, and the way the buses work in my area, I got home kind of late, so I wasn't able to get things recorded and edited and uploaded in time, but that's okay, we are here today, and of course, as always, in today's video, kind of the nice thing about doing these as a bi-weekly sort of a news update thing, as I've said before, I get a whole bunch of booster packs, Pokemon TCG, I get to open up. I've got, which ones are they? I've got BREAKpoint, Steam Siege, and Evolutions to open up. I don't have a Fates Collide booster pack on hand just yet, but I'm going to pick one of those up for the next eventual pack opening and stuff. But I've got 3 booster packs today at least. We'll be opening those up towards the end of the video. And as always, for your chance to win one of the Pokemon TCG online code cards from these booster packs, stay tuned towards the end of the video for the question of the day, which I'll give you. And you can participate by answering that question and have a chance to win one of these code cards when, in theory, I do the drawing this, what is it? April 16th, this coming Sunday. I always say that, and I find it's not until I'm preparing the next news update video thingy that I even remember to do the draw. I really got to get more situated on doing this as a scheduled sort of a thing. So I apologize to everybody for how late the code cards were getting out, but I have sent them out. There's only one person I'm waiting to hear from on a way to contact them, but I've sent out a couple of the code cards from last time. And let's talk about last week's question of the day, since we're on the topic. Previous question of the day from the last news update video thingy was, what is your favorite kind of Pokeball? Why was that the question again? I think it's because we were getting the, was it a heavy ball as a giveaway for the online, or the global mission in the Festival Plaza in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. So the question was, what is your favorite kind of Pokeball? And we had 3 winners for 3 code cards last time. For the Roaring Skies booster pack, the winner was C&J Cubers, who says, my favorite Pokeball is a dive ball, because I have my favorite Pokemon, Vaporeon, in it. So yeah, I see the dive ball every time I send it out. And that's a pretty cool Pokeball, of course. It's good for capturing your water-type Pokemon. As I said in a comment response, looking back, I always prefer to use just the red and white Pokeballs, and I'm getting a message. What the heck? Let's turn that down. Anyway, there we go. So, I preferred to use regular red and white Pokeballs because of the added challenge of not having an increased capture rate. I like having things, I like to make things harder for myself because the harder things are, your success makes you feel more accomplished. But looking back, I really think I should have used a dive ball to capture my second Gyarados dive bomb because it would just fit so well. He was my diving Pokemon in Gen 3, and he still has dive nowadays too, so if I could have sort of solidified his role as the diving Pokemon with a dive ball, I kind of would have preferred to do that, but oh well, it's too late now. But dive ball is a pretty cool Pokeball, of course, and congratulations to C&J Cubers for winning the Roaring Skies booster pack. Now for the Ancient Origins booster pack, the winner is Ice King 688, who says, for the challenge of capturing Pokemon, I like regular Pokeballs and Premier Balls, kind of like me. But my favorite to look at are the Master Balls, although I've never and will never use them, because they have purple in their design. Definitely Master Ball is a pretty cool looking one. I like the fact that it almost has to be used on Mewtwo. I don't say has to be, but the fact that it's purple, it has an M on it, it kind of is Mewtwo's Pokeball in a way. Plus, who's going to use the Master Ball on anyone but Mewtwo in Gen 1? Of course, the legendary birds are a thing. Snorlax can be hard to catch too. But still, I like the way the Master Ball looks, but I agree with the whole for the added challenge using just Pokeballs. Now, what's kind of funny, when I first encountered Zygarde in Gen 6 in the, Resolution Cave, I was trying to capture it. I didn't go in with all the Pokeballs that I needed, and I didn't even think to check before encountering it. I had very minimal Pokeballs, and I like to capture legendaries on my first encounter, so I ran out of Pokeballs, and I wound up capturing that Zygarde in a Premier Ball, because it is the added challenge, as Ice King 688 does say, and I agree with. So, I did catch it in a Premier Ball, but I kind of prefer the red and white Pokeballs, my own personal preference. But Ice King 688 does go on to edit the comment saying that in the TCG, they prefer the Nest Ball, which is definitely a good one as well. As I've said many times, it's like 1/3 of a Bridget. You get to search your deck for any basic Pokemon. Actually, no, I shouldn't keep saying that. It's not 1/3 of a Bridget, because Bridget allows for 3 basic Pokemon or 1 basic EX. The Nest Ball could allow for 1 basic EX, or 1 basic of any other Pokemon. So the Nest Ball is kind of like a Bridget in a way, just not using your supporter for the turn. So congratulations to Ice King 688 for the Ancient Origins booster pack, and the winner of the Breakthrough booster pack code card. Did I say booster pack for Ice King? I meant the booster pack code card. thanks to, or congratulations to, the winner of the Breakthrough code card was Guinea Pigs, and Guinea Pig says, my favorite Pokeball is Ultra Ball, which is definitely a good Pokeball as well. It is like a 2x capture rate in the regular Pokeball, and I wonder, do you like the design of it? Because apparently, from what I've heard, and I've sort of looked into it a little bit, the fact that the Ultra Ball has, like, you know, black on top, but it's got, like, the yellow kind of ridges to it. If you look at it from the top, the yellow marks form an H, because I guess in Japanese they're called Hyperballs, which always led me to wonder, what exactly are the, we call them Ultra Balls here, right? And I kept thinking an Ultra Ball should be what you capture an Ultra Beast in, but in Japanese, it's called Hyper Ball. So is there going to be a specific ball for Ultra Beast? And of course, as it turns out, we have Beast Balls. Here's a thought just comes to mind. When they introduce Ultra Beasts in the card game, are they going to introduce Beast Balls? Maybe let you search for any Ultra Beast. I'm still hoping they're going to have some sort of new mechanic in the game for Ultra Beast. Like maybe you can only put them in play if there's a stadium like the Ultra Wormhole in play or something. Or maybe you need to use a Beast Ball. The only way to play an Ultra Beast, like maybe it's not going to be considered a basic Pokemon. Maybe the only way to get an Ultra Beast in play is to use a Beast Ball. There could be so many new mechanics they put in with Ultra Beast. I mean, yeah, we know them as just like Pokemon in the video game now. They're just like sort of legendary tier, in a way, Pokemon just called Ultra Beast, but they could really play things up differently in a new mechanic in the TCG with these Ultra Beasts. There's a lot of possibilities there, but I'm getting way off topic. I'm on a tangent. Congratulations to Guinea Pigs for winning the Breakthrough code card. Congratulations also to Ice King 688 and C&J Cubers for the Ancient Origins and Roaring Skies code cards, respectively. Alright, now let's get on to the news for the day. Before we do that, though, I will remind you, I've rambled a lot. I've got 3 booster packs I'll be opening up. You can see the third one tucked away back there. I've got, what are they again? BREAKpoint and Steam Siege and Evolution. So we'll opening those up. We'll be opening those up in a little bit as we get through the news. But first of all, there is a good number of news. I'm going to come back for a second. Good number of news? That doesn't make sense. There's a good amount of news to talk about this week. Alright, so starting off, a new mythical Pokemon has been revealed. For the first time ever, people around the world are getting to see their first glimpse of this mythical Pokemon called Marshadow. I'm being somewhat exaggerific with this because, of course, so I follow the Pokemon Facebook page and Twitter and stuff, and they announced that this new Marshadow mythical Pokemon is going to be revealed and more details announced later on. It's kind of funny when I read the comments, people are like, it's funny how you act like we all don't know about this already. Like, you know, we had this information back when the data mine first happened and stuff. And it's like, you know, people, why don't you just back off a little bit? There's people like myself that do not, like, you know, check out the data mines and stuff. And we have no idea what this is. I might have seen it in a thumbnail, but other than that, I have no clue what Marshadow is. So I'm kind of one of the people, maybe I shouldn't do this because I am sort of promoting myself as a news reporting kind of a channel, but I'm the kind of person that prefers to wait until official announcements are made for Pokemon, you know, either new Pokemon species, new cards in the TCG, and announcing it whenever I learn about them myself. But I'm sure there's other places out there that know all this information ahead of time before I do. All that being said, as far as I'm concerned, Marshadow has just now been announced. So, as we get some more information, I'll be reporting on it here on the channel. If you already know about it, that's fine too. Anyway, moving on, further in video game news, Mega Stones are here. Now, as some of my players at the local Pokemon League at Heroes Beacon can attest to, Beedrillite is now available to everybody, as well as the Mawile-ite, Metachamite, and Audino-nite. Is it Audino-nite or Audino-ite? I don't know. I don't use Audino. Anyway, these Beedrillite and Mawile-ite were items given out in one of the international challenges, I think, which I didn't get to participate in because I was a slacker and I missed out. But you can now get all 4 of these Mega Stones that I just mentioned, and you see the image here, using a code, mystery gift code. The code is, if you type it in, it's Intimidate, or Intimidate, Intimidate. I'll have that in the description down below if you're not sure how to spell that. You can go get that and just go into your mystery gift on the main screen. Well, I've got the information right here telling you how to do this. Select mystery gift on the main menu, choose receive gift, choose get with code, and then connect to your internet, of course. Enter the password Intimidate. It's going to look like it's not filled. Don't worry, you just need the 10 letters of Intimidate, and it's the code that they're looking for. And you get all of your Mega Stones. Now they'll be downloaded to your game. Then log into your game should I say log in? I don't know. Enter your game, go to the Pokemon Center nearest you, and talk to the delivery man there next to the left side of, I was going to say Officer Jenny. It's Nurse Joy. Why can't I focus on stuff? But anyway, talk to the delivery man to the left of the Pokemon Center lady, and he will give you the 4 Mega Stones. And then save your game. Make sure you save it in case anything goes wrong, you lose your data. Because once you download the gift once, you can't get it again. So get your stones, save them. Step out of the Pokemon Center in case there's still a glitch happening where saving in the center messes up. Get your gift, step out, save the game. You'll be good to go. You get yourself a Mega Beedrill, Mega Mawile, Mega Medicham, and Mega Audino, as long as you have those species in your game. Now, there's some good Pokemon TCG news to talk about here as well. First of all, I guess we'll talk about the Guardians Rising cards later. We're going to talk about a couple of special premium collections that are now available. We have the Pokemon TCG Mega Camerupt-EX and Mega Sharpedo-EX premium collections. As you can see the image here, each one features a never-before-seen foil promo card of either of the Mega Pokemon EX evolutions of Camerupt or Sharpedo. You get a foil promo card featuring Camerupt-EX or Sharpedo-EX, so you can actually play them. You do get the Spirit Link, of course, one of those for each of these Pokemon, so you don't lose your turn when you Mega Evolve into the Mega form. You get a collector's pin featuring either Mega Camerupt or Mega Sharpedo, 6 Pokemon TCG booster packs to expand your collection. You get, of course, the foil oversized card of your Mega Evolution of choice, Camerupt or Sharpedo. You get a cool Mega Sharpedo or Mega Camerupt coin as well. And, as always, you get a code card to unlock all of these promos, and I would assume maybe some card sleeves or deck box in the Pokemon TCG Online. So there's a lot of cool collectibles for the Pokemon TCG. I like this because they're showing that they're not completely ignoring Mega Evolution and Pokemon EX in the TCG, because they're still giving us these collections. I don't know if we'll see any new Mega Evolutions or Pokemon EX, because these are kind of like reprinted versions of previous, Mega Evolutions and such. But they're still kind of promoting them to us, which is pretty cool, especially the fact that Alola-GX can destroy any basic Pokemon that is not a GX. If it's an EX, oh yeah, you can just simply Lunar Fall GX and knock out any basic, which I did in the previous video, if I recall correctly. Anyway, so there are some more Mega Evolution possibilities for your Pokemon. Now, the big news is going to be a few new cards have been revealed for the upcoming Pokemon TCG Sun and Moon expansion of Guardians Rising. I'm going to switch over on my phone here and take a look. We have here, as you can see, Sylveon-GX. Of course, an evolution of Eevee, evolving to, I guess, 200 HP with a fairy typing. And with the Eevee from Sun and Moon, you can simply attach a basic fairy energy and evolve into Sylveon-GX from within the deck, just like people are doing with Espeon-GX and Umbreon-GX. Now, what I like is this Pokemon. First attack for 1 fairy energy, which is all you need to evolve it up from the deck, of course. Magical Ribbon. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand. What is it? Metagross-GX has an attack. The GX attack, actually. Pardon me, my throat. I think I'm okay. But Metagross-GX has an attack that says, search your deck for up to 5 cards and take them. Sylveon-GX kind of does, over half of that without using your GX attack yet, so I think this might be a little bit more better than the Metagross, at least as far as its GX attack goes. Fairy Wind for a fairy and 2 colors does 110, and listen to this one. For a fairy and double colorless, Plea GX. Put 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and all cards attached to them into your opponent's hand. Just get rid of them, Now, of course, it says bench Pokemon, meaning that you can't end the game like this because they will still have an active Pokemon. But still, if they have some pretty beefy Pokemon on their bench, like maybe a Stage 2 with like 4 energy attached, you just put that back in their hand. It's going to really slow things down unless they can rare candy back into it, or if it's like a grass type and they have Forest of Giant Plants. That could really be very, very disruptive to the opposing strategy. Alright, so I have taken a look at the Sylveon-GX. I have not yet looked at this one, Kommo-o-GX, or Stage 2 Dragon type, 240 HP. A single energy, colorless, Adamantine Press does 30. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks, after applying weakness and resistance. For a Lightning, a Fighting, and 2 colorless, Shred does 130. Damage is not affected by any effect on your opponent's active Pokemon. Now, Ultra Uppercut GX for the same energy cost, 240. And that's it. It says you just can't use more than 1 GX attack. So you just get to do 240 damage for a single GX attack. No special effect, just damage being dished out. Could you imagine? Is there a way to power that up? If you actually play Kukui, Professor Kukui, to do 20 more damage this turn, this thing could one-shot Wailord EX. saved using a Fighting Fury belt on that basic EX, of course. But yeah, you can do 260 with the power of Professor Kukui. Alright, and the next card is a trainer card showing us a nice full art of Hala, the kahuna of Melee Island. Now, this is going to encourage you to use your GX attack. I have read about this one. Shuffle your hand into your deck. If you have used your GX attack, draw 7 cards. If not, draw 4. So, you still get at least, draw support. He gets 4 new cards, but if you've used your GX attack, which would probably work pretty well in the deck I made of the Solgaleo-GX, because I used the Soul Burst GX pretty quick to power up Palossand, Hala could really help me out, shuffle my hand in and draw 7 new cards. So that's all they've revealed on Pokemon.com thus far as new cards go for the Guardians Rising. As I said earlier, I'm sure the entire deck list or the collection list is out there from the Japanese set. People probably know exactly what's coming. But I like to wait and talk about the things as they're revealed on Pokemon.com, the English versions and stuff, because I guess maybe sometimes translation errors can occur. What was one of them? I think Galvantula, the dual-type Galvantula from Steam Siege, was it? When it came out, it had double thread, which did damage to... It said choose 2 Pokemon. The initial intention was to choose 2 benched Pokemon, so that might have been a translation error. But all that being said, there's plenty more cards coming in the Guardians Rising expansion, of course, and I can't wait to see what they are and what's going to, what's going to come to the table, what's going to come to the battlefield with these new Pokemon. But with that, we have reached, I believe, the end of the news. There's a few collections coming out, but not until June, so we'll talk about those more as we get closer to June. But that's going to be it for today's Pokemon News Update video thingy. It is now time to move on to the pack openings of BREAKpoint, Steam Siege, and Evolutions. Where are my scissors at? Here they are. Alright, so, of course, as always, for your chance to win one of these code cards for Pokemon TCG Online that I'm about to pull out of these packs, just answer the question of the day I'm about to give you and include hashtag QOTD in your comment down below with your answer. And on Sunday, April 16th, if I can drill it into my head to be scheduled with this, I will do a random drawing of everyone to answer the question, and you have a chance to win one of these 3 code cards chosen at random for your own collection for Pokemon TCG Online. So as I grab the BREAKpoint and prepare to cut, the question is, since Guardians Rising is all about the Tapu and all the things that they can do, the question is, which Tapu is your favorite of the Guardians of Alola? Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, Tapu Fini. I should also add, why is it your favorite? So which of the Tapus is your favorite and why? Like, for example, in the TCG, do you like what it can do in there? Or in the video game, do you like its ability? Like, what is it? What are the abilities called? Psychic Surge, Electric Surge, Misty Surge, and Grassy Surge. So, and basically, stat-wise, you like them in a certain way, like this one's more offensive, this one's more defensive, even just for design purposes, which one's your favorite? I would say I kind of have 2 favorites. I don't know. I don't know if I have one favorite. I like each one for a different reason. I like Tapu Koko because it's the one you have most connection with in the game. You see it a few times, and it's the first one you see defending its island against the Ultra Beast Incursion, so I like it for that. I guess personality-wise, and more, publicity-wise, I guess is what you would call it. As for Tapu Fini, I like that one because I like the way it looks like a fish. First of all, it's purple, and I like the way its hair, its hair/fins look pretty cool, but purple's my favorite color, so Tapu Fini has that going for it. I like Tapu Lele because of the ability that prevents priority moves from being used, and that's why I chose Serena for one of my main team members, blocking priority moves from being used against me. And I like Tapu Bulu because it looks like Goat from Majora's Mask. The Goat Mask monster in... What's the icy place? Is it Snow Point Temple? That's actually a Pokemon place, isn't it? I can't even remember what it's called, but in Majora's Mask, the second boss is the Goat Mask monster boss thing. So, I like each of the Tapus for different reasons. I can't choose one favorite. Don't make me choose! Alright, anyway, let's now pop open the BREAKpoint booster pack and grab the code card and secret it off to the side until, again, if I can remember, this Sunday and do the drawing. There's that code card off to the side. And now, let's see what fate has in store for my random addition to the collection from BREAKpoint. We have ourselves a Kricketot. We've got a Petalil. Here is Drowsy. We've got a Corsola. And last one, common card, is going to be Froakie. Uncommon card, starting with a Cloyster. Next is a Swanna. Last uncommon is going to be a Heatmore. The reverse foil card is a Shinx, nice and shiny Shinx. Rare card is going to be a Hypno. So we have that Drowsy. I like the ability, if only for the name. Good night, babies. Putting both Pokemon to sleep. But of course, in this set, we did get the All-Night Party Stadium, which does say either player, if they're active Pokemon to sleep, you can wake them up and I think heal 30 from them. So a good strategy is... My nose is itchy. That's not a strategy at all. But a good strategy is Hypno can put your Pokemon to sleep. You can then wake it up, heal 30. Some Pokemon actually do more damage if the target is asleep. Alright, so let's open up the Steam Siege booster pack. And again, snag this code card. If I can grab it. Good, they're facing the right way this time. I love that. Alright, we'll get these cards out and see what I happen to add to my collection. Common cards beginning from Steam Siege. We have a Clauncher. I wonder if we look at the Break Evolution. Got Fletchling. Here is a Hoppip. Common card next is Sneasel. And last common is going to turn out to be a Mantine. Uncommon cards. Starting up, we've got a Clang. We've got a Lampent. Last uncommon is a Braviary. Reverse foil card is a Break Evolution. I went upside down with that. Xerneas Break. And what can you do again? Life Stream 20 times. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to your Pokemon. So very cool. If you get some energy acceleration, this might be good with Vikavolt. If you saw my previous Pokemon TCG video, Viewer Battles, I'm using Vikavolt for energy acceleration. That could really help. This would also be good with... What is it? I'm completely blanking. Delphox Break, that's it. Because Delphox Break lets you search your deck. No, you know what? I'm going to say Vikavolt's better. Because it's a Stage 2, not a Stage 3-ish, Break Evolution. Vikavolt adds 2 energy, whereas the Delphox Break only adds 1. But anyway, Xerneas Break is cool. Not to downplay Xerneas, I'm talking about other Pokemon here. Rare card is going to be an Armaldo. Alright, so that is from that pack. Now, let's see what Evolutions has for me. If I remember correctly, there's a different format of this. No, I think it's Generations. I'm just going to open this and do the usual pack trick and watch me be completely wrong on it. Hopefully I'm not, but we might see a rare card earlier than we normally would. Alright, let's grab the code card. Just going to tear this open a little bit more. Sometimes the packs don't want to work with you. Oh, code card is the wrong way. We're going to get it out of there, set it aside, and hang on. Pack trick is different. I can feel something. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I think it's 3 and like this. I think this is the way I do it. And then these go here. Alright. But I felt something. Anyway, first up we have the common cards of Vulpix. Next we have a Darkness Energy. We've got a Magikarp. Not shiny, unlike Pokemon Go. And Weedle. I think that's the last common in this pack. Next we have an uncommon, the Blastoise Spirit Link. Very cool. We have a Switch card. Last uncommon should be a Machoke. Is this reverse foil? I don't know. This is not reverse foil. It's another common card. I messed up the pack trick. Oh well. This might be reverse foil. I messed up the pack trick. Then what is this? Alright, there's the reverse foil. Kakuna, so that's what I felt. Okay, I thought this felt like a Pokemon EX or something. But we have a shiny foil Kakuna. Not the most amazing pack, but hopefully you folks out there will have a better shot with the online pack openings when you have a chance to win one of these code cards. Again, it's going to be, assuming that I can really focus myself, I'll be doing the drawing on Sunday. As soon as I wake up, I got to do that immediately. It's going to be my first thing I do, and then maybe get breakfast. So I want to try to dedicate myself to do that. Anyway, on Sunday, April 16th, I'll be doing the drawing of 3 random comments from down below to give you the code card for that. Question is for you to answer with hashtag QOTD in your comment. Which Tapu is your favorite of the Guardians of Alola and why? So just leave that answer down below. Include the hashtag of QOTD so I can search through the comments and get 3 winners for those code cards for this coming Sunday. But with all that, we are now done for the news update video thingy for the day. Stay tuned later on today for another episode of our Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke, episode number 12, heading toward Vermilion City. And later on this week, we have some more Pokemon TCG online viewer battles featuring Tauros-GX. Hopefully my internet will hold out. Spoilers, it actually does, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, of course, there'll be a link during the outro. Just click on my face, you'll be subscribed to the channel for usually daily Pokemon updates here on the channel, plus for some other links to some videos that I have done. Click those links in the outro as well and check out some more videos, such as, like I said, Pokemon TCG Online, Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke, and for the time being, Pokemon Go is sort of on hold because there's nothing really new to talk about, but I'll get those back eventually when new updates happen in the game. Maybe the Gen 3 update's coming soon. Probably not. It's going to probably be another like 8 months or so. But anyway, all that being said, there's plenty of videos here on the channel you can check out. But for the time being, we are now done. I want to say once again, thanks for watching today's episode. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and as always, I will catch you next time.